Creation doesn't have to start with a big idea or a perfect plan. Most of the time, it begins as a feeling or a small pull towards something you can't fully explain yet. For me, that's exactly how this podcast started, and how Soft Minimal Wellness and my daily self-journal began too. I didn't know exactly what it would look like, but I knew I wanted it to be something that helped people feel a little lighter, a little more supportive, elevate their well-being, and help them live an authentic life that felt fulfilling for them. I also wanted it to feel like me, honest, intentional, and energizing. And honestly, there were moments I doubted it. I wondered if it was enough, if it would even work, but I kept going because the idea kept pulling at me, and the desire to create was stronger than the unknown. In this episode, I want to talk about that process, the messy, wonderful, uncertain journey of creation. It's not about the rules or a rigid timeline, it's about letting it unfold naturally, staying curious, and building something that feels alive. You're listening to the Soft Living Podcast, a space to reconnect with yourself and build a life that feels more intentional and authentic. Creating has always been a part of who I am, and for me, the process matters just as much as the outcome. When I worked on my journal or planned this podcast, I realized that staying true to what felt right, to what actually lit me up, was what made it meaningful. It wasn't about doing more, it was about doing what mattered, in a way that felt human, approachable, and nourishing. Sometimes creation starts with a spark, a small idea, a habit you want to shift, a new way of doing things. It doesn't have to be impressive or polished. It just has to make you feel alive. From there, we explore, and we experiment and learn. We also fail, and that's okay too. We notice what works, what energizes us, and what supports our well-being. For me, the reward isn't just about the final product, it's in the way this work allows me to connect with others. The biggest motivation has always been helping people. If I can offer a small insight that makes someone feel less alone, support their journey, or help them feel less overwhelmed or simply seen, then the process is worth it. That's the heart of Soft Minimal Wellness, creating tools, conversations, and spaces to help you thrive. Commitment in creation isn't about pressure. It's about showing up for the work even when it's uncertain and letting it grow in its own time. Action doesn't have to be perfect. It's just something you need to do. And support matters too. I wouldn't have gotten here without the amazing community that's grown around Soft Minimal Wellness through conversations, mentorship, and shared experiences, with those also building something amazing and those going through the same experiences that have made this path lighter and feel more possible. Some days, creativity feels effortless. Other days, it feels slow, uncertain, and even frustrating. Both are part of the process, and both are necessary. And both can teach us something about who we are, what we value, and what we want to share with the world. And here's the thing about creating. It's rarely perfect at first, or ever. The magic isn't in having it all figured out, it's in allowing yourself to experiment, to stumble, to adjust along the way. Over time, you start to appreciate the process itself, the small experiments, the unexpected discoveries, the ways you grow through trying. That's where the joy lives, not in perfection, but in learning to love the act of creating, moment by moment, and trusting that each step shapes something meaningful. Have you noticed this in your own creative process? What experiments or experiences have brought you the most joy or growth lately? Before you go, I want to leave you with this. What do you want to create right now? Big or small, messy or perfect, let it matter because it matters to you. And sharing your own unique perspective is what makes it special. Let it excite you and challenge you. Let it be something that lights you up and energizes you, even in a small way. For me, creation is never just about the end product. It's about bringing intention and care to the things we make, and then sharing that in a way that actually helps someone else. That's the why. That's what keeps me showing up, and that's what I hope this podcast and this community can do for you too. If this reflection resonated, share what you're creating in the comments. Thank you so much for all your support and for listening, for subscribing and leaving a comment and review, as it helps others find the space to and join the conversation. Thank you for listening. I'm so glad you're here. I can't wait to share the next episode with you.